How's it going, guys? Today we're talking about the three main considerations we need to have when going back to the gym after a period without training or of training without weights. But before we start, if you learned anything from this video, please leave it a like, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm thing. Growing this channel is the only way I can actually keep posting videos. So yeah, I'd appreciate it a lot. With that said, let's go back to the video. Now, needless to say that the worst thing we can do is actually just walk into the gym as if we're picking up from where we left with the same volume and the same intensity. This is why it's so important to actually have a plan before you step in the gym. Otherwise, we're so tempted to just do exactly what we shouldn't. So instead, think of it as a transition phase. So if you haven't worked out at all for the last couple of months, take a 4-week period to actually get back into it. And if you've been working out but only with body weight exercises, you should take at least 2 weeks to actually get back to where you were. With that said, I'll quickly explain the 3 key points and then we'll put them together into my actual recommendations. And number 1 is focus on regaining strength. We tend to think of strength as something directly correlated with muscularity, and although there is some truth that the more muscle you have, the stronger you can potentially be, the reality is that strength is more of a skill, something that can be improved regardless of muscle size. So as soon as we go back to the gym, we need to be reinforcing those neurological pathways. Just like any other skill, if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. So we need to recover that. Depending on how long you've gone without training, you can expect some pretty significant strength loss. And regaining that is important for multiple reasons, but mainly to get you ready to actually safely lift heavy weights again. Now, number 2 is keeping the recovery in check. To grow and get stronger, we need to generate a certain stimulus and then recover from that. If the stimulus is too big or we're not recovering enough, we run into issues. We start accumulating fatigue, which in the short term translates to decreased performance, increased stress, and low energy levels. And over the long term, of course, that's called chronic overtraining or overtraining syndrome. After a certain time without training, what will normally generate a certain amount of stimulus, now because of your decreased abilities, will cause you a lot more fatigue. And also our ability to recover will be compromised too, so we need to be very careful with this delicate balance. Number 3 is avoid soreness. Contrary to popular belief, soreness has no positive effect on muscle growth. So all it's gonna do for you is hinder your performance, annoy you, and keep you out of the gym longer than you've already been. I gotta say that you can definitely expect to be sore at the beginning when you're going back, but our goal here is to try and minimize any soreness. Now, on how to incorporate all of this into your training, first, to refresh those neurological pathways, we need to exert high force. And if you haven't skipped physics class back in school, you remember that force equals mass times acceleration. And for those of you who did skip it, that means you can move heavy weights slow or light weights fast. Which brings me to number 2 about recovery and fatigue. We need to avoid exercises that are more fatiguing. So stay away from big lifts and heavy weights. That leaves us with simple exercises, light weights, moved fast, and focusing on good technique. Now, for the third part, we get more soreness from exercises that give you more muscle damage. That means staying away from any exercise that gives you too much range of motion, where you're getting too much of a stretch, and also slow eccentrics, the famous slow negatives, where you're bringing the weight down in a slow and controlled manner. That is not what we want, at least for now. That taken care of, we need to make sure to recover well. So try to sleep at least 8 hours a day. And on the nutrition side, this is not the time to be trying to lose weight, at least for the first few weeks when we need optimal recovery. So try to eat at least maintenance calories. Once again, your body weight in kilograms multiplied by 35 should give you a rough estimate, and from there you can try a bit more or less. That's it, guys. Any questions, leave them in the comments below. There's a nutrition Q&A coming on Sunday, so if you need some advice, just let me know. Thanks once again, and I'll see you in the next video. Guys, if you found this helpful, please like the video, click the subscribe button and the bell icon thing so you get notified every time I post a video. I swear to God, that helps a lot, mostly now that I'm starting, so you can grow the channel, and that's the only way you can actually keep posting videos. And I'm actually pretty active as well, apart from YouTube, on Instagram, so if you want to see daily videos of my workouts and things like that, make sure to check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.